y'all will have to excuse me on that front. I needed a few minutes to collect myself. Everything's fine. Me and Olivia are fine. But let's go ahead and change things up just a bit, shall we? Because frankly, we need the cheers. We need the happiness. We need the joy being brought back into this chat. And we're going to try this again and finish up the hour. I owe you guys a half hour, so this is what we're going to do. No matter who comes in here, we're going to make it a good night. Sounds good, right? All right. We're starting a new week off fresh. We're back home. We're doing great. Yeah, we are. Got a nice fresh cider. Nice and cold. Right out the icebox. Are you ready? Cheers. Yeah, cheers. Oh, lemon foot's coming. Oh. Okay. Please don't beat me up. Please do not beat me up. I'll tell you, these decorations are a very nice complementary background arrangement. I'm a fan of the fake candles. You know, you don't have a fire hazard that way because they are LED. And, you know, I have a couple of little touches here that you'll only be able to see it if you look closely. So my guess is that someone's going to screenshot and zoom in to be able to see it more intently. And I vote that the skeleton stays all year round. Because, you know, he's going to have to hear some things. And what better way to have a friend than have one that's actually physically here? But there ain't nothing he can do about it. Because you already driven him to his demise. But he is foe. He's foe. He's not real. The label even said so. Okay? So I am not labeled. I am not liable. Yeah, see? The skeleton can wear costumes. I got a nice snazzy jack-o'-lantern t-shirt in the toddler section. And my son helped me pick it out. And it was super cute. It was a nice little moment. It was fun. Yeah. Olivia would have helped me. We were at her favorite store, Walmart. And without her tonight. Which means I probably owe her a Walmart visit. Anyway. So we're going to change things up a little bit. Mentally. I brought in my Angry Orchard. And this one's good luck because it's the last one of the pack. Which means I either have nowhere to go but up from this point. Or the alternative, which is running to the store 4 minutes before they close and get more. That's not going to happen. It's just a light beer. 5%. See? The lucky 5%. 5%. Gluten-free. Cheers, everybody. Also, tonight's a work night. So, you know, back to it. Although every night's a work night. In some way. Some capacity. When you've reached my age, every night's a work night. Yeah, we had a grand old time in Boston. We went to Boston first, and it was 2 thumbs up of a trip. It was amazing. We had an awesome time. We met a few hundred people. And Olivia was the star. Can you believe that? She was the star. And she did amazing work. And we find out in less than 2 weeks from the committee if our proposal is approved or not. So it's a big yes or it's a big no. And I'll just say that she was a huge hit. They even asked her some questions, which was super cute. And it was all filmed and documented. The State House films all of that and records it, and it's all archived. But like I said last night, I'm putting together a video to explain a little bit more in depth, and it's going to be an actual video. So I'm excited. Hello there. Hey, 99 Nights. How are you doing? Hey, Dot. Do you like the background? Isn't it great? Oh, you're Lego girl. Okay, well, welcome back. Now it makes sense. Are you going to change your name every time? Yeah, I got my own Steve. I made it clear to everybody already that he's faux. F-A-U-X. He's not real. I know that because the label said so. Hey, Peanut. Welcome to the chat. How's everybody doing tonight? This is part 2, and we're starting things off strong, okay? We kind of ended in a little funk, and, you know, I had to do a little bit of venting, and I'm fine now. You know, things happen sometimes, on and off camera, and I need to step away because things can happen. You know, this is just YouTube. It's not a glorified channel or anything like that. And I am just trying to live my life accordingly. Trying to have some fun with my friends. And sometimes people come in and they can step on your toes. But that's all right. You just got to rise above, right? Did you guys have a good weekend? I know I did. I've been home since Friday night. Late Friday night. We need a costume. She does have a costume, actually. She is a pumpkin every year. She just hates wearing it because she prefers to be naked, as you know. You got school tomorrow. Yeah, a lot of people do. I have work tomorrow, as do many. Olivia actually cannot stand wearing clothing. Yeah, she likes to just be free, you know? Cheers. Yeah, cheers to being naked. Yeah. I wish I could join you. It's very hot in here, but it's not appropriate. It's appropriate for you, just not for me. No, it's not happening. No. Nope. You're gonna chill out. You're gonna chill out right now. No. No. You need to calm down. You should not be mad at me and take your anger out on me. Even though I am your mother. Yes. Alright, that's what I thought. Thank you. Make good choices, Olivia. Be a good example. Be a good influence. Welcome back, Liz. How are you? We're going to try this again. I'm just live for 30 minutes. Like I said, this is part 2. And you know that because you were in part 1. So we're just going to do our best. That's all we can do. Game changer. Throw it right back out. Rise above the ashes. How about that? Yeah. Oh my God. Anyway. Fun times. So, this idea was brought to you, the decor and everything, the Halloween decor, was a theme that my good old friend Liz, who's my second mod, right here in the chat, came up with the idea. Because I was like, oh, we need to spruce it up. We need to, like, do things, you know. And what better way to just embrace Halloween. So I made sure that Skeleton Joe over here, I don't know if that's his name, but I'm just calling him Skeleton Joe for now. He's holding a silk flower because you can't be a skeleton without holding a silk flower in one hand. The apple was too heavy. And in the other hand, he's got a glow in the dark green bracelet. And I thought it complements his orange t shirt very well, very kindly. But he ain't wearing no shorts or pants. And that's all right. You don't need to. Maybe one time I'll put like baby socks on him or something just to spruce things up. Yeah, she embraces the spooky, that's for sure. She likes it. It looks like she's really close to it too, from this perspective, but I can guarantee you she's about a half a foot away. Olivia, shake that butt. Come on, shake that thing, shake that thing. Commando Joe. Yeah, exactly. It was funny. Yeah, it's a good one. He's got a male pelvic region, but he's wearing a toddler girl's shirt. And that's okay. I was thinking after this season is over, I'll just give it to your girl. And I think she would love it. It's a good lounge shirt. It's just from Walmart for like $4 or $3. Not even that. But yeah, can't go wrong with just a basic jack-o'-lantern t-shirt. Especially since it's already her school colors. Yeah, so. I don't know what his name's gonna be. But I'll think of something. If nobody's gonna speak up and say it for me, or give him a name. I was thinking he kind of looks like a Shane. But I feel like Shane would have like comments. Yeah, we can take a vote. I'd have to be on the desktop to do a poll, but we can do it the old-fashioned way. When we have enough people in here to vote. But now that it's 10 p.m., who knows? Who knows where the night's going to take us? You never can tell. Do you guys want to guess what the plans are for Olivia on Halloween night? We're going to go live, but we're also going to film some content. I'll give you a hint. I'll give you one hint. It is a very common fall/Halloween activity to do. But it is not trick-or-treating. Hell, if our parents in the 80s didn't know where we were, the TV reminded them. Yeah, exactly. 10 p.m. Yep, it is 10 p.m. That's okay. I don't really have a curfew. I don't really have a bedtime either. I just kind of fall asleep whenever. I try really hard to have a bedtime. And most of the time, I get caught up in all of my responsibilities, and so I end up just doing what I need to do, and then I'm like, oh wow, it's 1 a.m. I should probably get into bed. That's why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling. And then the next day, I'm like, wow, I regret not going to bed at an actual scheduled time. And I think Dot has the word for that. Crazy. Yeah, it's interesting because it's like this is our free time to just be able to get things done or watch whatever or do whatever. So, yep. You live by alarms for stuff? Yeah, I've tried doing that. That's not my cup of tea because of the ADD. But I will say that when I have an alarm go off, I'll be like, oh yeah, that's right. That's a great reminder. Awesome. I stop it. Leaves my mind completely if I don't go and do it that second. So that's the problem with alarms for me. Depending on what's going on. A little trippy, a little crazy, but it's all right. You know, we gotta just do what we can. Right, Olivia? Yeah. Are your feet clean? She did some waffle stomping earlier, right before I went live again. And, yeah. It's kind of gross. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of gross. Being a duck is not very glamorous. And it's not for the glamorous. That's for sure. You're doing a lot of doo-doo. I know, I'm sorry. I said the P word. You're so dramatic. I love you, but you are so dramatic. Do you know that? I meant to say doo-doo. I'm sorry. I can't say the P word or, you know, oh my gosh. I take it back. Can I have a take back? Just one. Just once. Please? Are you going to talk over me? Are you going to talk over me, Olivia? Here, let's bring the camera closer to you. Uh-huh. Well, what do you want to say to your friends? They all love you. They want to know how your weekend was. Yeah, you're mad because you didn't go to Walmart. I know. Let them know. Tell them. Say it's not fair. It's unjust. Love you guys. I've got to log off to prep for the week. Olivia, be good. Be good. Be good. I love you too, Dot. I'll see you tomorrow. Do you guys like the little black light that we added as well? That was my husband's idea. He said, it needs to have a black light. It can't not have a black light. I think it looks surprisingly good against the red wall. Bye, friend. Love ya. Olivia, tell the people how much you love Halloween and you just can't wait for the holiday. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I just noticed you have 3 curly tail feathers. That's magnificent. Ooh. Yeah, lemon water. You love your lemonade, don't you? Is it your favorite thing in the world? One of your favorite things, I know that. Huh. Yeah. Are you buffering? Yeah, you getting a little sleepy because it's almost bedtime, isn't it? You getting back into the routine of things? Yeah, you are. I know. Yeah, it's absolutely crazy, isn't it? Life, man. It really, things really come and go, don't they, in all of our lives? People, places, things. I'll tell you, this trip, when I was in New York City, it was just me and her. And my cameraman had to leave early. And so what happened was I was by myself for the second half of the trip. And that's fine. It was planned that way. So what happened was I was thinking, I'm like, do I go into the city in Manhattan by myself a second time with her? Do I do it? Do I just embrace it? Sure, why not? I can just go. And I was contemplating this in my head the whole day before. This was like after the event. So everything had wind down and everything was pretty much done that I had to be in town for. And so the content was filmed and everything's done. And I'm thinking, how am I going to just use this free time that I have that I don't always get to be able to just go downtown and do something? And I was thinking, what are my favorite restaurants and all this? And I decided to just, like I said, embrace it. But I listened to my spirit guides and I went. Okay? I went to one of my favorite restaurants of all time. It's a Ukrainian restaurant. And it was absolutely delicious. And I'm glad I went. I really am. And I was listening to my spirit guides the whole time. Just go, have fun. You know, you'll find parking. You'll be able to just do your thing. And that's what we did. And we found parking close by, which is amazing. And that's really cool because East Village is like very busy. And it seemed like they were getting ready for like some type of parade or something going on, or like some type of festival. So some streets were closed and blocked off, and a lot of parking spots were blocked off. But I lucked out. I got very lucky. So, anyway, we get there. I park. After going around the block a couple times, I find a place to park and everything. I get her out the vehicle. We go, and we walk into the restaurant, and we sit outside, and I'm talking to the manager, the owner of the restaurant. Everybody's just loving us and treating us very kindly and well. And, you know, because I'm sitting outside, it's a very beautiful day. There's pigeons flying all over. Like, I'm just really just taking it all in. And there's people that are also seated around me. And I'm, like, answering various questions about her because people will come up and ask. And they'll stop in their tracks. Well, there was this one woman in particular that really just made me happy. Happy to be there. It was like that moment in time where I was where I needed to be, right where I knew I needed to be. And the reason being is because of just how amazing the timing was for her and for me. Because, like, sometimes I do things and I go places and I wander and I think about, you know, my purpose, right? Like a purpose-driven life. It's always good to just figure out what the plan is. What's your goal in life? So I'm just doing my thing. I'm sitting there, and I haven't even put in my order yet for what I'm gonna eat. And this lady and her boyfriend stop in her tracks. She's maybe like mid-20s, and she's like, "Oh my goodness, this is amazing!" And you know, that's like the typical response I get. But she was more enthusiastic, and she's like, "You have no idea what this means to me to see you out with your duck." Like, she just had so many questions about, like, the basics. Like, what does she eat? What do you do to take care of her? How does she live with you? You know, that kind of thing. And I told her, like, I answered all those questions. And come to find out, she's been wanting a pet house duck for forever. And her boyfriend even said, she's like, or he was like, yeah, she was even talking about it with me in tears last night because she just wants a pet duck so badly, and she just doesn't know if she should do it or not. And I'm like, last night? Really? Well, you need to take this as a manifestation. Seeing us here today, like not even 12 hours later, that's God looking out for you and giving you that answer. Those are your spirit guides telling you to listen to what you want and just embrace it. Take it all in. Do it. You know, it's challenging, but you'll find a routine. And get the duck when it's young, or incubate. Get the eggs off eBay like we did. You know? And you'll be doing great things. You can train as best as you can. You know, and I gave her the YouTube channel. I don't know if she's here or not, but yeah, it was really awesome to have that moment, and it felt very special because I was on the fence of actually going and doing that and being there, because I don't like going to restaurants by myself. But technically I wasn't by myself because I had her. But like I said, I had to listen to my spirit guides, and I had to really embrace it because I felt called to be there, and now I know why. Because it's one thing to kind of like have people just stop in their tracks and be like, oh, it's so cute, blah, 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 you know? They ask their questions and they move along. Sometimes they take pictures. Sometimes they get our YouTube channel. You know, it just depends on where the conversation goes. And I guess my point is that, like, it's always that, like, underlying factor where when you don't know what to do and you just take a step to think, take a step back, think, and figure out why are you here? What are you doing? What's your purpose? And I was told to just go and embrace it. So I think that's why, you know, and I hope she does end up getting her pet duck. Because, you know, Olivia is my third pet duck. And, you know, she is my second house duck, but my third duck. I had one when I was a teenager, and her name was Etuck. And that's cute spelled backwards. So her name was Etuck Duck. I love that your journey together has you cross paths with like-minded folks. Yeah, exactly. Same here. And you would never know it just walking by someone on the street. Without her, you would never know their life story or what they anticipate, what their dreams are, what their goals are, what their personal battles are. And you just have to embrace it. You just have to try and listen to that thought of talking to people and doing what you need to do to connect. Yeah. What do you think about that, Olivia? Did you enjoy making new friends, both in Boston and in New York City? Yeah. What'd you like the best about it? Making new friends. Yeah. Yeah, you enjoyed meeting Ashton and Art from Trilogy Media. Art became your foster dad that evening. He really loved you. And he still loves you. All they do is talk about you when they go live. It's really cute. Yeah, they love you so much. And they were so excited to see you because they thought I was kidding when I said I was bringing my duck. They say a lot of people online tell us a lot of things. So we never know what's true or not. But they were so excited to have it actually work out. But like I said, I'm excited to have the footage come up because I got a lot of background stuff that I'm going to put up, but I also have behind the scenes footage, like a little bit extra. And I'm not going to put that stuff up until the main shout out collab video comes up. And I'm waiting to receive that. So it's exciting. Yeah. And they filmed a lot of content too with us. So they're going to put together a little video of everything that they did for their promotional stuff for their new TV show on Fox Nation. It was nice to be included. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. We enjoyed it, didn't we? It was a nice, refreshing time after a very busy week in Boston. So, we've reached the 30-minute mark. I've barely dipped into my beer, but I'm feeling better, and I'm glad I came back on here. I really am. You guys have been amazing, so thank you for showing up. Thank you for being here and being my friend, as well as Olivia's friend. Yeah, are you ready to call it a night? Are you ready? Uh-huh. Yeah, don't hold back. Tell us what you really think, Olivia. Mm-hmm. You have a lot to say. Yeah, you do. I love you. You guys have a wonderful, magical evening, and I hope you have the best night of sleep that you could ever possibly get. Mm-hmm. So we love you. Thank you, YouTube fam. We'll see you tomorrow night.